So my mother and I were looking forward to this day with the hope that he smacked the hell out of Benedict. Will you be my mistress? So I thought maybe I would watch and try to fill Mom in when I go see her tomorrow. Hey, Mom, this is what happened. I know somewhere in there she can hear me. So she'll be excited to learn what the rest of this season, what happened. Today was rounds at the hospital, and Dr. Kilmer was the doctor there today, not the other doctor that did it last week. I don't like him at all, for other reasons. I mean, honestly, every time we went to the hospital last weekend, we asked if he was in the building. Yes. Well, can you please ask him to come in here when he gets a minute? Sure. Never came in. Never saw another doctor until Dr. Kilmer came back on. So I really, really, really am not happy with some of the people at this place where my mom's at. But I will address that. They took my mom off the ventilator today for the first time, so she was pretty much breathing on her own this morning when I was there. I think her oxygen was at like 96 or 97, something like that percent when I left. Which is fabulous, right? I learned today that your breathing is controlled by your brainstem. There's a lot of things controlled by your brainstem that I really never knew before. But so it's not a surprise that she can breathe by herself. What would be a surprise is if she would actually open her eyes and respond. That would be a surprise. Because, when most of your brain is damaged, there's not really a way for her to physically respond. Thackeray, don't bark, bud. Thackeray, you got something to say? Okay, bye. Rude. Anyway, so we had a discussion about the things that they were going to do, like testing her swallow reflex, testing her windpipe, getting her to sit on the side of the bed. What else? Basically, in my head, it amounted up to gradually taking off each one of the life support things that she's on, like her feeding tube and things like that. I don't know. I also gave them a copy of the paperwork that we found yesterday. I stopped by my work this morning and made a few copies before I went to the hospital, and only made like 3 or 4 copies. But I gave one to them, to the case manager, and I swear to God, I went in I was there at 9:58 or something like that, and everything started at 10 was when we could start to go back to visit. So I went in, I freaked out a little bit because her vent was off, but I tried to calm myself down, and I said, they'll tell me what's going on when they get in here for rounds, and I'll ask the questions, and so I didn't freak out. Instead, I got busy, and I was able to fix a lot of the things for my mom that I couldn't previously fix, like her insurance was about to switch companies, and which wouldn't have been exactly the best for her. So I fixed that. What else did I fix? Oh, I got some other information about her life insurance, and I don't. I still have some people to call left on the list, but I got the major things out of the way, and then I honestly, some of the people that work with my mom I just adore, and one of them is her caseworker. And I thought she was just going to jump for joy when I handed her a copy of the paperwork that we found yesterday. The power of attorney and the, what I think it's called advance directive. Anyway, she's like, and I told them the story. Basically, the story is apparently we had completed this paperwork about 6 years ago. And I didn't even remember doing it, but it's clearly my signature on the page. And it's clearly Mom's signature on the page. And the person, my friend, who had the copy, she was the notary that certified it for us, apparently. Because I told her, I was like, I do not remember this document at all. Thank God you remembered it, you know. So she called me when she found her copy, because, you know, when you're a notary, you keep a record of everything that you notarize in case you're ever audited in whatever way, or you need some kind of proof or documentation or something like that. I only know that because I'm a notary as well. But hi, honey. Hold on. Sure. Aw, so pretty. She got up here and she was sitting in Mom's seat on the sofa, and she was like, hello. You got something to say, boo-boo? You good? I love you. Oh, Thackeray's going to be the one barking today. Anyway, for her, she just kept a copy of whatever she notarized, you know, just as a record. Which, I guess that's not uncommon. So, you know, we're cool. But thank God she did. She's like, I don't know why I didn't remember it before now. I was like, it don't matter. You remembered it. That's all that matters. I have not yet sent a copy to my brother, but the doctor was supposed to call him this evening directly and discuss with him everything we talked about today, which Mom is just not going to make a significant enough recovery. Even if she did wake up, there would be no function whatsoever. And it kills me. Like, I say that just like it's no big deal, but it is literally killing me inside. I just took the dogs out, right? And, you know, I'm a big believer in science. Every time I work with folks or whatever, I always tell them to ask for signs. And I didn't ask for one today, but I got one. It looks more like a heart if you hold it this way. It was literally in the direct path that I go to take the dog's potty outside. And I thought, oh, did I just miss something? And I went back. On the way back, I was like, oh my God, it is. So I had to bend down and pick it up. I'm going to pretend that's from my mom. Or at least from my team on the other side, telling me that it's okay. I try really hard not to cry. So, I told them I was fine with what they needed to do. I just wanted to do what's best for Mom. You know, I'm leaving my personal opinions out of it, my own feelings out of it. And basically, Mom's already made the decision. She's already taken the decision away from both me and my brother. So there really isn't anything for us to do but, I guess, figure it out. I don't want to do this without him on board. wouldn't feel right. Somewhere around 3:30ish, something like that. I got a phone call from the lady that does palliative care at the hospital. She did an evaluation herself of Mom today. She doesn't think she'll make any kind of significant recovery either. So that's opinion number 5. It's really hard to hear that. It's hard to hear that. Because, I'm the one that usually lives in la la land, not reality. So I'm usually the peace, love, positivity. There's a silver lining every time. Everything's going to turn out great. Oh, fabulous, wonderful. Well, at least that's what I pretend to be. Now I have to be grounded in the reality that my mom is dying, like literally. And I can't make it stop. I can't change it, A huge part of me thinks she's really already gone. But, her brain stem's still functioning, so she still can breathe. There's just no response. There's no reaction. There's no nothing. I'm supposed to meet her in person tomorrow afternoon. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I hope by then that there's some way forward. Some of Mom's friends went to visit her last night and took really good care of her, cleaned her up, gave her a bath, had her bed changed, helped really take care of her. And they know how to look for things that I don't know how to look for, and solve things that I would have never thought of. Oh, my mom would be mortified at how many people have seen her butt in the last month. Anyway, watching Bridgerton now, so I could tell my mom what happened yesterday. Tomorrow when I see her, I'm gonna go in there and be like, Mom, remember when we wanted to smack Benedict? Blah, blah, blah. That's how I'm gonna start it. It's so funny. Some years back, actually wasn't that long after I moved down here, my mom turned me onto this TV show from the 60s called Dark Shadows. And I had seen the film with Johnny Depp in it, which was great, but I didn't really know much about the original series. And at that point, we could only get it either by DVD, like DVD through like Netflix, or ordering it online or something. I don't know. I seem to remember I had to have my laptop plugged into my television in the living room so we could watch it. And the other day, I was looking for something to turn on so that she could have some noise in the room, some stimulation. And I turned on Dark Shadows, and so now everybody that comes in there is like, oh, Barnabas! Barnabas is the name of the main character who's a vampire. Yeah, it's one of those shows. They had vampires and werewolves and witches and phoenixes and time travel and interdimensional travel and all kinds of stuff. It's actually a pretty cheesy ass show, but I love it. We watched all 12 gabillion episodes. I thought so. Maybe somewhere in there, her soul is like, "Ooh, I remember this." Anyway, so 2 things. Remember, always wear your seatbelt. Always put your wishes on paper.